Hey, hi. So this is going to be a quick video about how to use momoindiascreener.in, the website that obviously you might be using for screening stocks and everything else. So this is going to be like I get many requests around like how to use this thing or uh, what is the usage or importance of a particular filter or something like that. So this video is basically me consolidating that in a video where I will talk about like how to create a screen, filter stocks, what does each of this filter means, how it is applied on the overall scheme of things and everything. So this is what we are going to look at. Uh, a couple of things before we start diving into it, and we can start diving right after this couple of things. So I'm not going to cover how to create an account or pay like do a payment to subscribe to the website or something. That is pretty much self-explanatory. You can reach out to the support email that I have given on the website to if you have any issues around that. But this video is going to only focus on how to screen for momentum stocks using the website and what does each of the filter in that screen means, right? So if you have a paid plan, let's just assume like you are on the website with a paid plan, like you are subscribed to a paid plan and you have an access to the website. So this is how your typical website screen will look like. So I am here with a dummy account, my own dummy account, which is a paid account, obviously. So this is how if I come to the screens tab. This is how it seems. So, for example, if you directly visit the website, you will always be shown the screens that you have created and the public screens or the example screens that are available. There are a lot of other things here which are there, and we will cover them as well. But right now, let's just focus on the screens for now. We'll cover that up first, and then we will go to everything else. So here there are these example screens. So these are the screens which are already been created and shown as an example to you. Like if you want to refer how to configure, say, a low volatility screening screen or a low beta screening screen or just an ETF screen, something like that, then these are some of the example screens that are available to you, like a momentum screen, etc. You cannot edit the screens. For example, if I go to this sharp-based momentum, you can see like the universe is Nifty total market. It is sorted by sharp return 1 year with the direction of highest to lowest. You can also see what other filters have been applied here. We'll cover these filters in a while. You can also see like this is an example public screen, right? So all other filters that are available, which have been configured here, you can check everything else, but you cannot change those filters. I mean, you can change the values here, but they will not affect any of the results of this screen. So this is just an example screen. You cannot change anything here. You cannot export to Excel. You cannot do anything. This is just for reference. If you want to configure a certain type of screen, how you can do that, right? This is just for that reference and an example about how to configure screen or what do you get when you become a paid user of the site. These example screens are basically available to anyone and everyone, and this is the results, etc., that you can see obviously. So this is just an example screen. You cannot really edit anything in those example screens. Those are by default screen which I have created as a reference for any users to refer to for creating their own screens. So example screens, there are 6 example screens at the top with different kind of parameters like a momentum, volatility, beta, ETF, T2T segment stocks, all these things basically, right? And here your created screen, this is a section where all the screens that you have created for yourself will appear here. So right now I've created 4 screens. Likewise, you can create any number of screens that you want. There is no limit on how many screens you can create. You can create 100 screens if you want to, basically. And all the screens that you have created for yourself, your custom screens will appear here. These screens are not available to anyone else. These are only available to you. I cannot even access those custom screens. I cannot just like I don't have any admin account where I can log in and just see your screen. No, I have made sure that the privacy of your screen is with you. Uh, your screens are only accessible by you and nobody else, unless you ask me on an email like I have some problem configuring a screen. Can you just look at it? I can go into the database and look at it, but I don't have any UI in my website, whereas an admin I can access your screens as well. I've made sure that your privacy is for you. So I even cannot access your screens by default unless you give me a specific ID of your screen and the name of your screen, etc., and all those things to go and see what exactly you have configured. Again, so all the screens that you have present here will appear here. Those are only accessible to you. Now let's just create a dummy screen. So to create a new screen, on the top right of this page, you can see a create screen button. You have to just click it. And here you have to give a name for the screen. So let's just say we'll do this like a Zoom call example screen and just create it. So this screen is created. You can see the name of your screen at the top. It Whenever you create a new screen, some default filters are already populated in that screen configuration. You can change them obviously because it's your custom screen, but it comes with some default configuration. So anytime you create a new screen, it will come with a default configuration. We are not going to go over what the default configuration is, but what we are going to do now is we are going to go through every filter and see what exactly it means. So this first filter is index universe. When you click on this, you can see what all universes are available here to filter on. So for example, by default, it is the Nifty total market. Nifty total market here means the Nifty 750 universe that is available on the Nifty indices website. So that's what this universe is. You can select any of the available Nifty indices like Nifty 50, Next 50, Nifty 100, or Nifty micro cap, mid small, or only the FNO stocks, etc. You also have two specific filters here, like all NSE listed stocks. So this will be all the stocks listed on the NSE. That is the universe that will be considered. And then there is also all NSE listed ETFs. So this is all the ETFs that are listed on NSE. So basically, you have either one of the predefined Nifty index like Nifty 50, 100, 200, etc. Or if you want to filter on all the NSE listed stocks or all the NSE listed ETFs, you can check it. You can even select that. So if I suppose say select Nifty 200, then what it means is for all the filters after this, like all the filters of the after this index universe, like anything like sort by, sort direction, or any other filter that is present below here, will always be applied on the stocks present in the Nifty 200 index only. Any other stocks will be discarded. Next is sort by. So this is a factor which you can use to sort the stocks. So right now the sort by factor is sharp return 1 year. So all these stocks are basically sorted by sharp return 1 year in the direction of highest to lowest. So a stock with the highest sharp return will be at the top, first rank. The stock with the second highest sharp return will be at the second rank. The stock with the third highest sharp return will be at the third rank, and so on, basically. Right. So sort by factor, again, there are multiple options available to you. There are variety of options. I'm not going to go over all the options. They are pretty much self-explanatory, but I will take like a minute or two to explain what exactly some of them at least means. So sharp return is basically this. Sharp return is basically sharp return 1 year. How is it calculated? It is basically 1 year absolute returns. For example, if a stock moves from 100 to 200 in the last 1 year, then the return is considered as 100%, and it is divided by the volatility of the last 1 year, annualized volatility of the last 1 year. So basically, if the volatility of last 1 year is for that stock is supposed say 20, then the sharp return is calculated as absolute return divided by volatility. So what that means is 100% the absolute return divided by 20% volatility. So sharp returns becomes 5. Okay, so that's what sharp return is. And you have multiple options for sharp return. So you can do this on sharp return 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. So the formula is similar. Like for a sharp return 6 months, it is absolute return last 6 months divided by volatility of last 6 months, annualized volatility of last 6 months. That's how sharp return 6 months is calculated. Absolute return, we don't divide it by anything. It's just simple absolute return. So whatever that, like if stock moves from 100 to 200 in 1 year, the absolute return is 200%, and the stocks will be ranked by their absolute returns. You have multiple options for like 1 year, 9 year, 3 months, 6 months, whatever look back you want to select. Average is basically we do a simple average. So for example, average of 12, 9, 6 months is basically we take absolute return of 12 months, absolute return of 9 months, and absolute return of 6 months, and then we average it out. So for example, 1 year absolute return is 100, 2 year, sorry, 1 year absolute return is 100, 6 month absolute return is 50, and sorry, let me say it again. Suppose say 12-month absolute return is 100%, 9-month absolute return is 50, and 6-month absolute return is 25. Then we simply do an average by 100 plus 50 plus 25 divided by 3. Whatever the value comes at, that is the average, and we rank in the sort direction, whatever you have selected of that absolute returns. Average sharp return, again, similarly, we basically average the sharp returns for that period. Like if it is 12/9, then sharp return 12 months plus sharp return 9 months divided by 2. And for other values, similarly, like a simple average, nothing fancy here. Same way, we have a couple of like absolute divide beta return 1 year. It is what it says, like we divide the absolute return by 1 year beta, and that's what the factor is used for sorting. Then there are a couple of other things like volatility, 1 year beta, price to earnings. You can sort on them as well. Volatility is volatility. So you can either select like for having a low volatile screen, you can select like a volatility 1 year as a sort by factor and sort direction as lowest to highest. This so you get the lowest volatile stocks basically. And then similarly, there are other things here like away from all-time high, away from 1 year high. Then there is return 12 minus 1 month, 12 minus 2 months. If you want to, sort by market cap, like if you want all the highest market cap stocks, you can probably select sort by market cap highest to lowest, and you will get all the stocks in the descending order of their market cap, etc. So these are the three important things that you will always configure on your screen. Will probably not change it, but this will affect your results in the major way. So these are some things that you can go through and use for sorting and filtering any of the available universe of the stocks or the sorting by factor. When you click, so other filters are hidden because we don't want to clutter our screen with all the available filters. You can simply click this toggle, show more filters, and you will get to see everything else that is available, right? You can also like there is a like if you don't want everything else to be visible, you can simply close down any filters that you don't want to see. You can just minimize them, or if you want everything to be available, you can just keep them maximized, etc. The name again, these are general filters, so these are not exactly filters, but general properties of your screen. So if you want to change the name of your screen, you can do it here. Then there is this thing called as apply filters on. So there are few options available here. By default, it is always going to be all stocks of selected index. So what this means, I will take like a minute to explain this apply filters on. So there are few options available here. So first is all stocks of selected index, right? So let's suppose our Nifty index universe is Nifty 200, and we are sorting by, let's say, sharp return 1 year. We'll keep it like this, highest to lowest. This is our filter. Now, when you see apply filters on all stocks of selected index, what it does is it will give you all the 200 stocks and it will sort it according to the sharp return 1 year in the sorting direction of highest to lowest. As simple as that. This is what you would typically expect it to be, and this is how it will happen. Now let's take the next option, which says top decile stocks of selected index. So top decile is basically top 10% of stocks of the selected index. So what it will do is it will first take Nifty 200 index. It will rank all the stocks by sharp return 1 year from highest to lowest, and then it will take the top 10% of the stocks. Okay. So again, repeating myself, Nifty 200 universe, sort all the 200 stocks by sharp return 1 year from highest to lowest, with highest as rank 1 and lowest as rank 200. And then it will take top 10% of the stock. So top decile is basically top 10%. So top 10% of 200 is basically top 20 stocks, right? So it will take top 20 stocks, and then every other filter that are available ahead, like minimum return 1 year, median daily volume, all the other filters that are available henceforth ahead of this, like anything that is available after this filter, all these extra filters that we have will only be applied on the top 20 stocks because you selected top decile stocks of selected index, right? If you had selected all stocks of selected index, all the filters will be applied on all the stocks of the index. If you select top decile stocks, all the filters after this filter, like after this box, all the other filters that are available here, like within away from 1 year high or minimum return 1 year, etc., are only applied on the top decile, which is like top 10%. So top 20 stocks of Nifty 200 ranked by sharp return 1 year. If you select like top 5 decile, then it is top 5%, top 50%, not 5, top 50%. So that comes to top 100 stocks of Nifty 200 index. All the other filters will be applied on only on the top 100 stocks of the Nifty 200 index, and anything that is ranked from 101 to 200 will be just simply discarded. Likewise, you can also do on top 50 or top 100 stocks if you want like a cumulative number, etc. Now this top decile will change. This top decile, like top decile or top two deciles or whatever you select, will change according to the index universe that you select here. So if you select Nifty 500, then top decile becomes top 10% of 500 stocks. So that's about 50 stocks. Top two decile becomes 100 stocks of Nifty 500 universe because top 20% of Nifty 500 is basically 100 stocks, right? So that's how it will work. Next is minimum return 1 year. So what is the minimum return that you want to be able to basically have the stock in your portfolio or in your screen. So what this basically means is if the last year's return is 6.50, like last 1 year return only include a stock whose return in the last 1 year is 6.50 percentage. Okay. So if a stock has less than 6.50 absolute return in the last 1 year, the stock will be discarded. Otherwise, it will be included. You can put in anything you want. So suppose you only want stocks whose last 1 year return is at least 20%, you can just put a value of 20 here. If you want a stock whose last 1 year return is, only 4%, you can put a value of 4% as well, whatever you want. You can even put negative values. So for example, if you only want stocks whose last 1 year return is above -5%, you can put -5 as well. So any stocks whose last 1 year return is above -5%. So minus above 5% is basically like -4, -3, -2, -1 is okay. All those stocks will be included. If a stock's return is less than -5% in the last 1 year, it will be discarded. -5% matlab anything that is like below -5, like -5.01 or -6, -7, -8, -9, all of those stocks will be discarded. So whatever you want, you can put this in here. Obviously, a stock cannot have a return less than -100. So if you want to totally, ignore this filter, you can simply put -100. So this will include all the stocks. It will not discard any stock because because of its minimum return 1 year. Because a stock cannot have a -100% return in 1 year. If a stock has a -100% return, it means it's at zero value, right? So that cannot happen unless the rules change of the stock market. But right now, it cannot happen. A stock cannot be zero. So it cannot be like, -100% return, right? So if you want to ignore this filter, you can just put in -100, or if you want to put in anything custom value, you can just type in a number. I personally prefer something around 6.50, which is right around the repo rate. So that's what I put basically. Next, it is the median daily volume of 1 year in rupees. So median daily volume is basically the volume of the stock, or median volume of the stock over the past year, right? So for example, if let's say suppose a stock A, today's volume, it is around say 25 crore rupees. Rupees as in value, like number of shares traded multiplied by the cost that they traded. So the average of this is basically the volume traded for the day. So for example, say ITC is trading. Let's not take a specific stock example. Let's just take stock A and stock B. So suppose stock A is trading at 100 rupees value, and 1 lakh shares of it got traded today at 100 rupees. Then its volume, median daily volume for today is 1 lakh into 100. So that becomes 1 CR. So today's volume for that stock is 1 crore. Likewise, we have this daily volume. I have this daily volume for each and every stock over the past year, right? Every day's volume I have for a stock. What is the daily volume for each of the stock? So median daily volume is basically what? So suppose there are 250 trading days, then the stock should have traded at least this volume for last 125 days. So suppose for an example, in last 1 year, there are 250 trading days, and we have selected a filter of median daily volume over the last 1 year should be 1 crore. What that means is out of the last 250 trading days, 125 trading days should at least have the stock's daily volume at 1 CR. Okay, so that's what median daily volume means. Now, this is a liquidity filter. You can obviously select whatever you want here, because I want to only enter in liquid stocks. This is something that I'm comfortable with. That's why I keep 1 CR. You can keep whatever you want to. So you can keep 10 lakh if you want. You can keep 50 lakh. If you don't want to keep a round number, if you want to, enter some custom number of years, like say 22 lakh 34,536, you can select custom here, and then you can enter whatever number you want, like 25 lakh 23,000 369 or something like that. You can select whatever number, custom number you want. Just select custom here. If you want to use a predefined value, you can use something like that as well. It's up to you. You can customize it however you want. Okay, so this is about median daily volume. The next is moving average filters. So by default, we do not apply, the screen doesn't apply any moving average filters. But if you want to apply any moving average filters, you can just toggle this on. And then this is pretty much self-explanatory. It will only select stocks which are above or below a certain moving day average. So for example, if you only want stocks which are above 200-day moving average, you can toggle this on. If you want only the stocks which are above 100-day moving average and 200-day moving average, you can toggle both of those on. If you only want like just 100-day moving average, you can toggle this off and keep this on. So whatever you keep on here, you can keep it up. So if you want, you also want to, or if you are looking for say value picks or something like that, stocks which have fallen a lot, you can also select like I only want those stocks which are below 200-day moving average. You can do that as well. All these filters will be applied according to whatever you toggle on, basically. And remember, all these filters will be applied on the subset of stocks of what you select here. If you select all stocks of selected index, then it will be applied on all the stocks. Otherwise, it will only be applied if you select like top decile of stocks, then this filters will only be applied on those top 20 or top 40 or whatever the number of stocks you select. Okay. Within away from all-time high. So basically it means is how much do you want the stock to be away from all-time high? So for example, by default, the values will be 100. So all the stocks are going to be within 100% of its all-time high. So by default, this filter is not applied. So there is a note here, keep value as 100 if you want to ignore any of these filters. So stock will always, even if it has like 1 rupees and the all-time high is say 1000 rupees, it will still be within 100% of its all-time high, right? So to ignore this filter, you can simply put 100 as the value, but you can put whatever custom value you want. So for example, if I keep 25 as a value for all-time high, so it will only select the stocks which are within 25% of its all-time high. So suppose if the all-time high of a stock A is 1000 rupees, then and if you apply this filter, then it only will be passing through this filter if if its current price is above 750 rupees, because any price above 750 is basically within 25% of its all-time high, right? If a stock is below 750, if the stock's all-time high is 1,000 and if its current price is below 750, say 600, 650 or something, that stock will be discarded because it is not within 25% of all-time high. The 25% of within all-time high is calculated. All-time high is the high of the stock for entirety of its history. Technically, it's not entirety, but right around like 2007 or 8. I have data from theirs, like the all-time high data from 2007 or 8. So only all-time high from that date is what is considered. 1 year high is basically how much the stock should be within last 1 year high. It doesn't calculate for all time high, but just the last 1 year high. Next is percentage of positive days. So basically, if you want, by default, it will be zero because a stock will not have like 0%, like it can technically, but most of the time a stock will have at least 0.01 percentage positive days. But either way, like if you want to have some kind of a positive days filters, you can put in here. So for example, if I put 45 here, what it means is of all the trading days in the last 1 year, 45% of the times the stock should have closed up from previous day's close. Okay, so for example, if the stock closes at 100 yesterday and it closes as 101 today, then it is positive 1%. If a stock closes at 100 yesterday and it closes at 99 today, it is negative 1%, right? So likewise, you want 45% of the days in 1 year to be at least positive closes. Likewise, you have options for other periods as well, like 1 year, 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month. Like how much percentage of the trading days in that look back should the stock have been closed positive? So I do not apply this filter personally, but you can use this if you wanted. So basically, if you want, like you only want to select stock who are at least 30% positive, who has closed positive for 30% of the times in the last 1 year, you can put that value here. You can put like custom values 31.5 to etc. as well. That is fine as well, no issues. It's up to you what you want to do. If you want to ignore this filter, just keep the value as 0. But if you want to put anything custom, just put that. Next is circuit filter. So the way circuits is calculated is basically the amount of times. Okay, let me come back again. So the circuit is not a traditional NSE circuit. So the way we calculate circuit in this website for filtering is like this. If a stock has closed at say 4.99 or 5%, 9.99 or 10%, 19.99 or 20%, either positive or negative. Let me repeat that. A circuit is considered if stock closes at 4.99 or 5%, 9.99 or 10%, 19.99 or 20%, either positive or negative at close from yesterday's close. If any of this is true, then we consider that stock is closed at circuit on that day. Okay, this is pretty much it. Now, again, the reason for this filter is basically to avoid low liquidity circuit to circuit stock. So, for example, I typically keep the value as 20 for 1 year, but it's up to you what you want to do. So, what this basically means is maximum circuits in 1 year. What it basically means is I only want stocks who has not closed in circuits for more than 20 times in the past 1 year. The circuit conditions I just told a little bit while. So those are the conditions that we check for every trading day in the past 1 year. And like if those conditions are any of those conditions is true, we consider the stock as closed in circuit for that day. Likewise, so because I've mentioned the value 20 here, what it means is if a stock has satisfied those circuit conditions for 20 days in the last 1 year, then 20 days or more in the last 1 year, then we ignore that stock. That stock will be discarded from all the filters. Likewise, you can put a number that you want for like 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. Like if you want to also avoid stocks with certain circuit numbers in a different look back period, like say 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, you can put those values here as well. It's up to you. Again, this is a filter which you can tweak for yourself in terms of what you want to achieve or get into for a liquid circuit to circuit illiquid stock kind of thing. Next is market cap range. Again, by default, the value is from 0 to I think 1 crore crores or something like that. So the market cap is in crores. When you say 1 year, it's basically means 1 crore. So because 1 lakh crore is a very big number to type, so we have normalized it to crores. So whatever you type in here is basically crores. So 100, when you type 100, it's from 100 crores, not 100. Okay. By default, it is 0 to 1 crore. So there is no stock currently listed on NSE which is at 1 crore market caps. There are stocks which are at 15 lakh crore, 20 lakh crore, but not at 1 crore market cap. No stock is there is listed on NSE at that market cap, right? So basically, by default, these values are put so that it includes all the listed stocks. But if you want to have, say, I only want stocks which are above 5,000 crores market cap and below 50,000 crores market cap, you can put it like this, 5,000 to 50,000 or whatever custom number you want. You can put any custom number that you want. Like suppose say if you want to put like 2,435 to 2,435 crores to 47,852 crores or some weird number that you have in your mind, you can put that as well. No worries. It is a customizable input, whatever you want. Next is price to earnings filter. By default, it is not applied, but you can toggle this on. And again, in the same way, you can put in your price to earnings range. Like if you only want stocks which are between say 5 PE to 30 PE, you can put it like this. Okay. So it's up to you. By default, it's not applied. Typically, momentum strategies or low volatile strategies don't apply the price to earnings filter. But again, as I said, it's up to you what to do. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you. One thing I want to clear about this price to earnings filter is that this data has been taken from daily NSE files. NSE doesn't provide PE data for all the available stocks. Sometimes some stocks like newly listed stocks don't have PE data for a lot of time, or some stocks just doesn't have PE. So those stock, if you apply price to earnings filter, and if NSE is not providing PE ratio for those stocks for because they have unaudited results or for some other reason the stock's PE is not computable, then those stocks will, if you apply and if there is no PE for a stock associated, it will be directly discarded. So please be wary before applying this filter. That's just I wanted to say. Next is series. So NSE has multiple series of for every stock. The prominent ones are EQ and BE. So any stock that is listed on main board of NSE is either in an EQ series or in a BE series. So the difference between EQ and BE series is pretty much self-explanatory. EQ is called as equity series and BE is basically trade to trade series. So what equity basically means, if a stock is in EQ series, it means that you can take delivery of the stock, which is obviously always possible, but a stock in EQ series is also available for intraday trading, right? When a stock is in EQ series, it means it is available for intraday trading. When a stock is in BE, it means that the stock is not available for intraday trading. You can only do buy and sell transactions for delivery in that stock. Like you cannot intraday speculate in the stock if it is in BE series. You have to always buy and get that stock in your demat account if it is in BE series. For a EQ stock, you can take leverage and speculate in stocks and do the kind of intraday trades that you want to. The reason for this filter is basically EQ stocks, because they have intraday trading allowed. What happens is they are more liquid because there are a lot of speculators. There is low slippage, so you don't get high slippage in those stocks because there are a lot of intraday traders who are speculating on it. So you get good fills, and because they're intraday traders, you can take delivery of the stocks. There is a lot of liquidity available in the stock. For BE stocks, because it is only delivery trades, only those people can sell who already have the stock, right? So the liquidity is very low. You cannot buy, like, leverage the stock and do intraday trades or something in BE series stocks. So the liquidity, it doesn't happen all the time. It is not always the case, but quite a bit of times I've observed that the BE series stocks have a little bit lower liquidity and can give more, slippage, etc. So it's up to you what you're comfortable with. Many people I've seen don't apply these filters. I personally keep it at EQ because I want to avoid low liquid stocks, but it's up to you. I'm not giving any advice per se. Next is ignore top beta volatility stocks. So basically, this ignores the top beta and top volatility stocks. So if I toggle this on, what it will do is the beta of every stock is calculated in relation to Nifty 50's performance, right? So when our stock's beta is 7.5, it means that the stock is 1.5 times more to go up when Nifty goes up, and 1.5 times more probable to go down when Nifty goes down. So that is what the beta of the stock is. Or so what it basically means is stock is how much more or lesser the volatility of a stock is with respect to Nifty's movement. If a stock's beta is greater than one, it means stock is more volatile than Nifty. The higher the beta than one, the higher the stock is volatile than Nifty. If the stock's volatility is less than sorry, if the stock's beta is less than one, it means that the stock is less volatile than Nifty 50. So it will go lesser down if the probability, again, this is not set in stone. The probability of stock going down is less if its beta is less than one with respect to Nifty, but also its probability of going up is less with respect to Nifty 50 if it is beta is less than one. So ignore top beta stocks. What it does is it ignores the top 10% of the beta stocks from the selected universe. For example, if this universe is Nifty 500, and if you have ignored top beta stocks filter as on, what it will do is it will rank all the stocks by beta, and it will discard top 10% of the highest beta stocks of that universe. So if you have Nifty 500 as the universe, then top 50 beta stocks will be basically discarded. They will not even be considered for filtering. Okay. And same way, ignore top volatility stocks. So volatility is not relative to anything. It is just in own, like every stock has its own volatility. So again, if you switch this on, what it basically means is top in a Nifty 500 universe, top 50 volatile stocks will basically be discarded. Next is price CMP range. It is basically if you want to discard some penny stocks or something, like I only want to have stocks which are between 25 rupees to say 1,000 rupees, you can do that here. If you don't want any stock below 25 rupees, you can just put 25 here and put some kind of a large number here, and that's fine. Like the highest price stock in India right now is MRF, which is around 1 lakh rupees. So anything above 1 lakh is good enough. There is no stock above 2 lakh rupees. You can basically put like a 2 lakh value here, and you'll probably cover all the stocks. And if you want, like, minimum the value of the stock should be say 100 rupees, value as in the price, the CMP, the current market price of the stock should be 100 rupees, then that is what you can do. Next is multi-factor combined ranking. This basically allows you to use different ranking methodologies to rank. So basically, suppose for factor one, you are using, say, where is it? Sorry, sharp return 1 year, and you want a second factor like volatility and third factor at beta. You can do that as well. So this is pretty much self-explanatory. We have mentioned here. So what happens is basically first stocks are ranked on the first filter, then like sharp. So we have three ranks here, three multi-factors, right? sharp return 1 year, volatility 1 year, and beta. So what happens is first all the stocks are ranked by sharp return 1 year, highest to lowest, and the top stock gets the rank one, then the second stock gets rank two, rank three, etc. Those ranks are remembered. Then stocks are again sorted by second factor, which is volatility 1 year, lowest to highest. So lowest volatile stock will get the rank one, second lowest volatile stock will get the rank two, third lowest volatile stock will get the rank three. Again, these ranks are remembered, and the stocks are then again sorted by the third factor, which is beta. Beta, again, it is sorted lowest to highest. The lowest beta stock will get the rank one, rank two, second lowest, third lowest beta will get the rank three. These ranks are also remembered. So we have ranked stocks by three different factors, and we have remembered their ranks. And at the end, after all the ranking is done, all these ranks are added. Suppose stock A is one on the sharp is at rank 1 on the sharp return 1 year, is at rank 100 on say low volatility, and is at rank 50 on the low beta on the beta factor. Then all these ranks are added. So 1 plus 100 plus 50. So its ultimate rank becomes the total of all of its rank becomes 151. This process is carried out for all the stocks according to the filters, according to whatever filters you applied. This process will be applied for all those stocks, and then the final rank is final is sorted ascending on the combined rank of all these three factors, and that's how you get that. Okay. Next is apply historical date. If you so by default this filter is not applied. By default, you get to see the latest results. Like I'm recording this video on 19th of Feb. So right now, yesterday's date is the latest date for which the results are being shown. But if you want to see it for some other date, you can configure. The historical data is available from 1st November 2024. So you can basically select for any of the date. If you want to check on 19th November, you can select that. Custom filters, I'm not going to explain. It is pretty much self-explanatory. You can select like what like a value one should be greater than value two. Like if you want only stocks whose 50-day moving average is greater than 200-day moving average, you can do that or something like that. So it's up to you if you want to order that, you want to use that or not. Okay, so these are all the filters that I explained. Now we'll just configure a simple screen. So suppose say I want a Nifty 500. Suppose say I want to configure a momentum, sharp-based momentum portfolio on a Nifty 500 universe. So I'll select Nifty 500 year, sharp return 1 year, highest to lowest. I want to apply on all stocks of selected index. I want minimum return 1 year to be say 8%. Median daily volume 1 CR is fine. I want all the stocks above 200-day moving average within 25% of all-time high. I don't want to apply the 1 year high percent filter. I don't want to apply the positive days percent filter as well. I want to keep the maximum circuit as 20 for last 1 year, but I don't want to apply any of other maximum circuit filters. Market cap, I want to keep between say 850 to 1 crore. I don't want to, restrict the topmost market cap. So I will keep the value as 1 crore here. But I want stocks only above 850 crore market cap. I don't want to apply the price to earnings filter. I only want the stocks with EQ series, and let's just say I want price stocks between 85 to 2 lakh, which is fine as well. Or you can put like a very big number here. It's up to you. I don't want to apply multi-factor for now. Let's just not do that. I don't want to apply historical data as well. And once you have configured all your filters, you can click update and apply filters, and all those filters will be applied. So let's just do that. I will click update and apply filters. It will apply filters. Now it says there are some errors in your form. Please fix them, right? So there is something that we have missed. So let's just go above. Okay. So it says that the price must be between 0 and 1 crore. Okay. So I have put a restriction where the price should be between 0 and 1 crore. So I will update that. And I will again click update and apply filters, and it has applied, and it has given me 51 results. So these are all the stocks that are available here. Now let's just understand these columns. So we have sorted by sharp return 1 year. So the sorting factor is basically the value of the column you have used in this sort by the topmost sort by factor. Okay, just hide the filters for now. So whatever is this sort by factor, whatever you have selected here, that the value of that field will be shown in the sorting factor. I also shown this note here, sorting factor columns value equal to sharp return 1 year. So all these stocks are sorted by sharp return 1 year in highest to lowest. These are all the columns that you can see. It's up to you. You can modify the columns that you want to see here as well. If you click edit columns, these are all the columns available that you can, display in the table. By default, we select this column. Suppose you want to also show, let's say price to earnings. No, let's just say I want to also see the price to earnings for each stock. I have to just save it. It will go back to the screen, and now I can see the price to earnings column here, right? So Lloyd SME sharp return 1 year is 2.41, and the price to earnings is 38.76. Okay, so it shows everything here depending on what you have, and it's up to you what you want to see in the columns that are present in the screen, etc. You can export this as well. Once you click the export button here, it will export all of this to Excel, which you can, if you want to do any more any more filtering or any other thing that you want to look out in the Excel, apply some macro, etc. You can do that by exporting everything to the Excel. So it's up to you what to do. Now let's just change something. Let's just say I want to apply all this on only top two decile of selected index. And let's just see what happens if I update and apply filters. I only get 42 results. So what has happened is it has only applied all the filters on the top two deciles of Nifty 500. So top 100 stocks, it has applied all the filters like say 200-day moving average, etc. Okay. So it's up to you how to do this. So these are all the filters that are available. They are, I think, pretty much self-explanatory. I have made this video as well if you want to, check out any of these filters. If you have any questions, you can write an email to me about any of these filters. I will be happy to answer, or you can join the monthly AMA calls that I conduct every month with all the paid subscribers, and you can ask any questions there as well. So this is the main thing about this website, which you will always be, checking out, which is going to be like 99% of your time. Other than this, there are a few other things that are available in the website, like say, hold on a sec. Yeah. So other things available on the website, like say market health. So in market health, you see the percentage of stocks about 200-day moving average or above 100-day moving average, above 50-day, like different kind of statistics that are available. By default, this is being shown for Nifty Total Market Index, which is the Nifty 750 index. If you're a paid subscriber, you can check this out for other indices as well. Say if you want to check out the statistics for Nifty Small Cap 250, you can just select this and it will show it for Nifty Small Cap 250 index. You want to see it for Nifty 50, you can check Nifty. You can click on the Nifty 50 index. But this is only available for paid subscribers. For free subscribers, you can only see it for Nifty Total Market Index. For paid subscriber, you can select on any of the other indexes as well. On dashboard, you can see a list of all the NSE indices available. So all the NSE indices that are available, which will be shown here. And then there are for few indices, there is more data available, like those who are shown in purple link, you can just click it. And then you see like the series of, price to earnings, price to book, dividend yield over a course of year or more, and, per month and per year returns kind of thing. You can check it out here. You can also check the, like if you do the look back period as 30 years and filter, it will show whatever, like the 30-year data is not available for all the indices, but it is available for many. So it's up to you. But you can filter like that. So this is the Nifty IT index. You can do that for other indices which are available, which has that data, and this purple thing basically. The listings is basically whenever a new stock is listed, it gets into this, like all the NSE listings. Basically, you can check it out here. Next is pricing. Pricing is just the paid plans available in invoices. You can see all your invoices. Profile, you can update your profile. If you want to change your password, you can click change password. FAQ has all the general FAQs, questions that I get typically asked. Answers are available here. In AMA recording, all the recordings for previous AMAs with the paid subscribers are basically put here. Links to these AMAs are available here. You can simply click it and watch it here, or you can, copy video URL and do other stuff. Blog is not active soon, but I'm working on this. It will be coming soon. Support is basically you can send support request to this email, and I will be happy to answer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is how you can use the website. Again, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. You can email me or join one of the AMA calls, and we can talk it out. And obviously, I always welcome the feedback. It's up to you. I hope you enjoy using this site and it helps you create more returns and more money. Thank you so much.